So let's get into some of your other irons that you have in the fire.
Yeah,
you talented young man.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, your stand-up is like, I follow you on Instagram, and the shit that you post, they're all A-level jokes. They're just bangers. And I was wondering, like, how are you not slowly eating away at your hour for your next special as you're posting these things?
That's all from my last hour. So I did 2 hours sort of back-to-back-ish. Once right before COVID hit, I did a special called I Hate Myself. These are all on YouTube. Please watch them. It's I Hate Myself. And then I did another one right after COVID sort of ended called This Year's Material. And so I've been posting all those. But you have to post so much goddamn shit now,
right?
That I just keep posting the special because I'm like, I don't, a lot of people do like crowd work shit. I don't do that much crowd work. So I can't post new
You don't need
clips.
to. You have ideas that you want to get out of your head. I'm really bad about posting stuff too. Every once in a while, I guess I think you can just sort of like rant about stuff. I see people do things like that, but there is also something to be said that if you don't post a lot,
yeah.
Like people are like, oh, I think it's almost like you can go one way or the other. You're either the guy just hammering him every day, or every once in a while you stop in and people are just like, it was nice that he visited.
Right.
It was good to see him again.
Well, it's so confusing. You need like a fucking PhD to be a comedian now. I mean, when I started, I hate to sound like old school boomer. I'm like, let me just work on the act. I'll listen to sets. I'll write new. Now it's like you got a hashtag. People are like, you got to post at 8 a.m. You posted at 9 a.m. What are you, a fucking idiot? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know. And then one time I posted something that like bombed. It didn't get any likes, so I took it down. Someone was like, oh, you can't take it down. That fucks up your algorithm. And I'm like, I got to study algorithms.
Is that like if you cancel a credit card, it hurts your credit?
I guess, evidently. I have no idea. And like, I released the special on YouTube, This Year's Material, and like it did well. Got 1 million views, and it sort of like puttered. And then this guy messaged me. He was like, dude, you let your special die. You should have been posting clips. That's all I think about. I go to bed. I'm like, I guess I let it die. I didn't know I was supposed to do more than just put it out and go on podcasts.
I feel like what comedians do now is like what bands and rappers have been used to do when there was, or still do, but like I remember early on when I got into music and stuff, and I would listen to like bands like Motley Crue talking about like how they made it, and they booked themselves in a club, and they would put flyers up on every tree they could find. They'd have everybody come down there, and then all these rappers talking about, we'd make these mixtapes and we just sell them out of the trunk of the car and just try to, and hopefully people made copies of them and get it going like that grassroots way. Or like I remember the comedian Talent. He would be doing Caroline's. He'd have like a street team handing out flyers in Times Square and that type of stuff. And I feel like you guys do the same thing now, but you can do it literally on a global level with like the internet. So everything that you just said, I don't know any of that. Like no. I don't know when you're supposed to post about letting a special die. Like I feel like you put it out there and then word of mouth and it gets out there. I guess, yeah, that when you post it, I feel like people are on their phones all day long. Like I don't think if you posted at 9 as opposed to 8. I do remember that in radio, though. We got to get you on during morning drive. Everybody shuts the radio off between 8:30 and 9. That made sense back in the day.
But I think what happens is so much stuff is being posted that yours gets buried. If you posted at 11 a.m., all the stuff that was posted from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., I'm guessing here. I'm just taking from what I've heard. Because people now, it's like you got to be like a farmer. You got to wake up at 5 before the sun to post your 30-second clip of calling a woman in the audience a dyke. Because if you don't get it out there, it's not going to be seen.